Hey guys, it's Trywin here, and I wanted to thank you for watching and also tell you that if you like this channel or you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 300 subscribers. And what I'd like to talk to you about today is the state of the game at this time for Arc Raiders. Basically, I think Arc Raiders is in a good state for new players or somewhat new players, but for really old players, it's kind of has some trouble. The expedition doesn't really feel like worth it all the time, and there's only so many times you can kill the queen or the matriarch or take out bastions or go looting for high loot. Basically, Arc Raiders is the best game ever if you have a reason to go out. It's a really good game. Basically, what you need is a reason to go out and raid. And what happens to players that's been around for a while, finish all the quests, get all the loot, get all their blueprints, everything, is they feel like they've completed the game and there's not much of a reason to go out other than maybe PvP or help other people out, or just keep the grind going to keep their stash going and keep spending stuff, right? But I think that Arc Raiders, with this new update that they released, or the new developer notes that they released, is going to help out the game a lot. So the second thing I'd like to talk to you about is the drop of player count, right? I know everybody on the internet and YouTube is tripping out about the drop in player count for Arc Raiders. I think Arc Raiders is going to be a healthy game and continue on for a long time. Much live services hit their spike around their start, and then basically what you have is your casuals that play and they drop off, and then you have your hardcore people that play and then they stick around for a while, and then once they complete everything, they move on to another game. Basically, what's happened is that Arc Raiders has decided that they're going to change the way that they update the game. They're going to update the game every 6 months, but they are focusing on bringing you bigger updates that generally change the game experience. So this is going to be big updates that really overhaul the system, and that's perfect because that's what the people that are going to stick around really need. They need a reason to get in, really max out their character, play the different new progression systems or whatever they may add. Basically have a new reason to go out and raid. And that'll keep people satisfied for a while, and the player will kind of slowly drop off a little bit more, and then they'll come back up whenever a new release happens. That's pretty standard with live games, Back when I played Fortnite, I even saw that their player count would triple whenever a new release comes out, and then like within a week or two it would be down by a third of the numbers that are playing the game. So as a live service game goes, that's just how you're going to up and down player count. I know they're trending down for a while, but I do think they're going to turn around and basically get it back up. It's too good of a game not to, right? So for the message from the developers, they decided a dedicated live service team will continue running Arc Raiders day to day with bug fixes, balance changes, and live updates and more. That's important. That shows you that they're not forgetting about the players that are actually playing the game and taking the game serious. There's going to be bug fixes, there's going to be balance updates, maybe even a little bit of improvements in the gameplay. But I'm pretty happy that they're not just dropping development for the current game now, and they're keeping it going while they're actually making these large up. They've announced Frozen Trail. It's the biggest map they've had yet. That kind of worries me a little bit, just to be honest, because I feel like Buried City is the most run map in Arc Raiders right now. And the reason why I feel that way is because whenever you go there, people are just running to spots like crazy. Everybody knows that map and's got it memorized really well. So I think that should kind of be a lesson that maybe a sprawling map isn't what they need. But if it's a sprawling map that has condensed areas like Buried City, then people will really like it. It's just got to have a lot of places for loot, but not overpowered, But I think that it's going to be really good because they're going to basically try and make something different, right? I believe that this could even be an area where running across the map is not really much of an option, It's going to be where you spawn, you pretty much hit up and so forth. And they're going to add new arc enemies and with fresh design. That's going to be really nice. New arc enemies make this game feel fresh. They make you learn. They make you judge situations differently. I mean, when they added shredders to all the other maps in a couple updates ago, And that really changed the maps a lot. I mean, like, you know, that pretty much changed. Like, free loadout is not going to run into a red area and just grab loot nowadays, you know, if a shredder's there and so forth. So, you know, I appreciate those changes, you know, especially in weather conditions and so forth where the shredders show up a lot. So I appreciate that challenge. It makes the world feel deadly. It makes the world feel like, you know, you're just not overpowered and you can run and do everything. So I think new arc enemies will be great. They're going to have new system progression. That's going to be great because leveling up your workstation is one of the funnest things in Arc Raiders. And then once you get them maxed out, it's really nice because you can pretty much craft anything you want. You have your refiner that really takes care of a lot of the work for you. But the truth is that we do need some more progression in the game other than talent points and workstation progressions, just building our staff. I would even like to see, like, you know, maybe daily quests to give you certain points, and then those points can be spent in a vendor or something like that. That'd be really cool. A lot of people have been interested in the origin of the Ark, and the new map, Frozen Trail, is going to be the first place where we're going to be able to find new signs of exploring the origin of the Ark. We're actually going to start to uncover the story about what the Ark are, where they came from, who's in control, all that stuff. There's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of theories out there. I'll let you watch other videos for that. I personally have my own theory that it's rich people from space that are basically farming us, and they just kind of forgot about Earth except for resources. There's tons of theories on that. You can check that out on another channel. And then they're going to add this improved skill tree. Now, improved skill tree is great. We really need an improved skill tree. I think the skill tree in Arc Raiders is decent, considering I played a lot of games with skill trees, but it's not great. There's too many wasted things in it. I mean, like, you know, there's too many skills that people really don't want to take that you have to take to get the skills that you want. That's the problem with the skill tree, is you don't feel like you're really maximizing your skill. You feel like you're dumping a bunch of wasted stuff into a tree just to get, like, say, security breach. There's really good things in each tree, but you have to dump a lot of points just to get to those. And then a lot of times both the end points of a tree, that the main points you want to go after, aren't even all that great. You'll just take one of them, not both of them, you know? So you're wasting 36 points and you don't even really get a payoff there. So that's pretty bad. So I do think the new skill tree would be really welcomed and a big enhancement to Arc, especially people doing an expedition that have a bunch of skill tree points. That's going to really add up for them in a major way, and it'll make playing the game and doing the expedition even more valuable. They're going to have new weapons, items, and instruments and cosmetics, right? New weapons are great. I think everybody has to agree that one of the reasons of Arc Raider's success is the weapons feel great. You know, an Anvil feels great, a Renegade feels great, you know, a Patina feels great, the Alphion feels great, a Hallcracker feels great. I mean, just all of them feel good. They're great to play with, you know. Each weapon is unique, so I hope they keep that alive. I think new weapons and cosmetics will be really good. Cosmetics especially. We really need new cosmetics. I'll be honest, I love Arc Raiders, the video game. I have spent money in the store, but there's a lot more money I would have spent if there was something I actually cared about. And they really need to improve the cosmetics of the game. I mean, the truth is, players play games because they want to live a fantasy, and no one really want to look like bad doing a fantasy, you know? Some of the outfits are pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but they're cool on an Arc Raider standard. They're not cool on a, like, broader range cosmetic standard. So I do think that they really need to work on that. I understand you have to have a starting point for a live service game and you want to grow from there. What I can say is the new pirate outfit is, people are wearing that a lot. There's a lot of people running around in that, and I think it's pretty cool. So I think they're on to something with that, and maybe moving forward they'll even get better cosmetics down the road. There's going to be a new trader starting next week that unlocks at level 25, offers unique rewards, rare items, cosmetics in exchange for high value items. This is going to be great because a lot of times your stash gets full and you don't have anything to do. You're just sitting there. Every run is almost a pain because you're fighting your stash base. You just don't want to get rid of anything, you know? At one point I had like 78 guns, which is way too much, but it's just like, as a player, I was like, I worked for them and I wanted to keep them. I'm talking like most of them were epic, you know. I think having high level items that you can trade in for rare cosmetics and high value items will be awesome. You know, I think that's going to be great. I think that's going to be something that's going to really help out the game a lot, give you a reason to jump in and play. The trader changes its offerings every week. So it gives you a reason to log in every week. It gives you something to work for. Sometimes the trader will actually send you out looking for items. Like I said earlier, all you need is a reason to go out and raid, and the game is great. So if they give you items to look for, you got a reason to play. You're going to play Arc Raider if you love the game. I think that this new trader is a taste of things that could come. You know, a lot of people are looking for, you know, Speranza to become like a sprawling city that you actually go around and stuff. To be honest with you, I like the menus. You know, I played WoW a long time. I know about cities and vendors and everything, but then you need a fast way to travel, and then, or it's just like a pain to go to each vendor. The menus are really convenient. So I do want to see the ability to walk around Speranza maybe, but they would have to give like a reason to do that, maybe trading with other players or something like that. I do think that's something that they should come up with later. But mostly I think the news from Arc Raiders and the developers is really good. I think that the game is not at its peak right now, but I think that they're on the right direction. I think monthly updates that they were trying to do were so small and minor that they just frustrated the community. I think it's good they go away for 6 months and they give us this big update, you know, big map, you know, overhaul some systems, add new progression. I think that's going to be great for the game. It's going to get people coming back. It's going to get new players in. You know, and I think that Arc Raiders will be fine at the end of the day. I don't think it's doom and gloom for Arc Raiders. I think there's tons of people playing it. I never have trouble getting a match, and I play like all the time, all over the hours of the day. So, yeah, I think Arc Raiders is going to survive. Please let me know what you think. I want to know what your thoughts are on the new updates from the developers. I want to know what your thoughts are on the new systems. I want to know what you want to see. And just let me know anything else that you might want to offer in the comments. Please like and subscribe this video. As mentioned before, we are trying to get the 300 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Try One out. Bye.